I tried to see all of Prague in just one day. Just my feet, a heavy backpack, and 39 kilometers ahead. Can I really make it through? What happens when the weather flips 3 times in a single day? And which part of Prague surprised me the most? So the question is, can you really see Prague in just one day on foot? I reached Prague very early in the morning. My first stop was a nearby station to buy a day ticket and, more importantly, to validate it. In Prague, that's not optional, the police actually check. The sky was cloudy as I started walking towards Old Town Square. I had to be there before 8 to catch the Astronomical Clock show. On my way, I passed the Powder Tower, one of Prague's original city gates from the late 1400s. I barely made it to the square as the first show began. From 8 in the morning to 11 at night, the clock performs every hour, but I wanted to catch the very first one before the crowds. Instead, I caught the rain, heavy rain. I turned around and in the middle of the square stood the Jan Hus monument. And then the Tin Church, 2 Gothic towers cutting into the skyline while I was standing there, soaked. But then, as quickly as it started, the rain stopped. A street dedicated to Messi. By now, the sky had cleared, the weather turned good, and I felt determined. I ducked into the municipal library to see the infinity bookcase, a tunnel of mirrors and books stretching out forever. This was going to be the day I would see everything. I started at Charles Bridge. From here, I could see the other side of the river, the castle, the old town. It's strange, I would seen this place in movies and on Instagram so many times, but there is something like standing there, seeing everything with my own eyes. It just felt surreal. I kept walking, admiring the statues and the details. Even at 9 in the morning, the crowds had already arrived. It took me a while to cross. Before going further, I decided to check out the hidden spot before breakfast. I found the John Lennon wall tucked behind the streets. Bright colors, words and layers of paint stacked on top of each other. You just have to admire the view. Later, I tried one of Prague's popular chimney cake. The people there were very kind to me and the food was very tasty. If you are ever come to Prague, it's worth trying. The first thing I noticed after breakfast was St. Nicholas Church. I thought there would be a tram or bus that took me straight to the castle. How foolish of me. The tram dropped me one stop early and left me at the bottom. My old nemesis, stairs, and so began the climb. This is universe's way of making me exercise. At the top, I kept looking for the castle, expecting one big building. Then I learned the truth. The entire complex is the castle. St. George's Basilica was quite compared to everything else around the castle. And just the opposite side of it is St. Vitus Cathedral. Towering over 335 feet tall, it instantly humbles you. I noticed crowds gathered here to admire the huge cathedral. I explored the area more. There was something going on there. I saw royal guards marching. Not far from the castle, I found a viewpoint overlooking the whole city. Orange rooftops stretched endlessly. I stood there, catching my breath before moving on towards Petrin Hill. On the way, I bought myself a small souvenir and kept going. But this was where I started to break. Now I'm going there, the Petrin Tower. I kept telling myself it would be over soon, questioning if it was even worth it. I was severely dehydrated, my back and my feet in pain, and yet I couldn't stop admiring everything. Finally, I reached to the top and saw the Petrin Tower. It does resemble the Eiffel Tower a bit, just smaller. Some people chose to climb it. And let me tell you something, I wasn't one of them. I freshened up, rested for a while, and continued walking through the hill. The hardest part was over. All that was left was climbing down. This was also where I crashed my drone. But instead of stopping, I thought if I had already made it this far, I should just finish what I started. I went back into the city to see the dancing house. From the right angle, it really does look like a house that's dancing. Since I had no one to take that photo for me, I just took a normal one and kept moving. I stopped for a lunch. Classic Czech food. One of my goals is always to try something local. I continued toward the Franz Kafka moving head. What does the dog say? The head spins every hour 15 minutes at a time from 8 AM to 9 PM. And yes, a crowd gathers just to watch a giant head move. I kept walking past these modern art pieces. It felt like a different city compared to the castles and towers earlier. Then I saw something hanging overhead, another one of Prague's random art pieces. I noticed the changing weather, the cloudy sky. I was almost at the finish line. The rain started again, but the wind was fresh. In Kampa Park, I saw the bridge, the towers, and the ducks on the water. For once, it was peaceful. Then came the crawling babies, creepy and fascinating at the same time. A row of glowing yellow penguins, strange but unforgettable. I gotta be honest here, even though I was very exhausted, these moments made it feel worth it. On paper, I was already done, but curiosity pulled me a little further. Prague's narrowest street, so small and yet it even has its own traffic signals. And the bit ahead was the urinating sculpture, since both were in plastic diapers. Well, at least one of them were peeing. And with that, I was done. That night over dinner, I checked my phone. 39 kilometers. Body was finished, but I would seen everything I came for. Somehow I was proud of myself. I had finished Prague. 39 kilometers, one broken drone, and way too many stairs later, I survived Prague. Subscribe to tag along with me. One city, one challenge, one story.